How are you all doing? Hope you all are keeping safe. I'm Tasneem. I'll be taking your science, class 7. And I'm so happy that you people have done so well in your class 6 science examination last time, in last session. Congratulations to all of you. So before we start, I have some instructions for you. Fine. First of all, keep a notebook and a pen with you to jot down important points. Fine. Okay. Secondly, during the class, your mic should be strictly on mute in case it is not done from my side. Fine. Also keep your video off. Done? Then last but not the least, be attentive in class and be very disciplined and make the most out of it. Fine? Then great. Let's start. Today we will start chapter number 1 of our textbook, that is nutrition in plants. Okay? So children, as we all know, living things have some basic characteristics that differentiate them from non-living things. These characteristics are known as life characteristics. Okay, got it? These characteristics are life characteristics. This will be possessed by only living things. Not a book, a table or chair will not have these characteristics. Some of the life characteristics are nutrition, growth, excretion, reproduction, etc. In this class, we will deep dive into nutrition in plants. Plants are living things. So we'll deep dive into nutrition in plants. So now let us find out what actually nutrition in plants is. As we all know, all living things need food to grow, to repair their damaged parts, and to get energy to carry out life processes. Okay, the components of food that help us to carry out these functions are known as nutrients. And different nutrients present in our food are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Carbohydrates and fats are energy-giving food. Proteins builds our body. Vitamins and minerals are protective food. And this figure shows you the proportion of the nutrient required by our body. Fine. Now next, move ahead. Now, what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of taking in of food by an organism and its utilization in the body. Right? Taking in of food is fine. Okay. Now, what do you mean by utilization of food in the body? The body we take in, okay, it gets digested in the body, it then gets absorbed and assimilated in our cells. This food is then broken down during respiration to give out energy. All these processes we will study in our further chapters. Right? So living things, now again, what is nutrition then? The process of taking in of food by an organism and its utilization in the body is called nutrition. Okay, living things show two modes of nutrition. They are autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Right? Now, autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition, what are they? Let's see. Autotrophic nutrition. Auto means self and tropos means to nourish or to feed. Therefore, the mode of nutrition in which an organism prepares its own food is autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is the mode of nutrition in which an organism can prepare its own food. And the organism that show this mode of nutrition are called as autotrophs. And examples of autotrophs are green plants. Only green plants are capable of preparing their own food. Okay, we'll find out how. Next is heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means others and tropos means to nourish. Therefore, the mode of nutrition in which an organism depends on others for its food is called as heterotrophic nutrition. And such organisms are known as heterotrophs. Right? Examples of heterotrophs are all animals belong to heterotrophs. Even we human beings belong to heterotrophs. Why? Because we directly or indirectly depend on plants, which are autotrophs. Okay, we directly or indirectly depend on plants for our food. So we are heterotrophs. We do not prepare our food ourselves. Next. Now, as we know, as we have discussed, autotrophs are capable of preparing their own food, and green plants are autotrophs. The process by which green plants prepare their food is known as photosynthesis. Okay, green plants are able to prepare their food by using simple raw materials like carbon dioxide and water. They get the energy to prepare food from sunlight. In presence of sunlight, green plants in green plants, carbon dioxide and water react together to form glucose and oxygen. How? Green plants have a green pigment known as chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is capable of trapping sunlight. And in presence of this, carbon dioxide reacts with water to form glucose and oxygen. Okay. Glucose is stored in the body in the form of starch in the body of plants, and oxygen is released in the atmosphere. And this process is known as photosynthesis. Why it is known as photosynthesis? Because, see, synthesis of food in presence of light. Synthesis to put together or to combine together the different raw materials, and it takes place as this process takes place in presence of sunlight. It is known as photosynthesis. And why only green plants are capable to do the photosynthesis? Because green plants have a green pigment known as chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll has the capacity to trap sunlight. That is why only green plants can undergo photosynthesis. Fine. Next, we have what are the conditions necessary for photosynthesis. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Now this is photosynthesis. Now we will learn about what are the conditions necessary for photosynthesis. There are 4 basic conditions for photosynthesis to take place. First is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment that is present in the leaves of chloroplast. Leaves in the chloroplast. Plant cells have chloroplast. These chloroplasts contain a green pigment known as chlorophyll. And this chlorophyll, this green pigment, is capable of trapping sunlight. Fine. Now next is light energy. Light is the second basic necessity for photosynthesis. Okay. Light energy of the sun is trapped by chlorophyll. Okay. Chlorophyll has the capacity to trap sunlight, and sun is the ultimate source of energy. Right? Next requirement for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. As we all know, our atmosphere contains carbon dioxide. Right? This carbon dioxide is absorbed by the plants through tiny pores which are present on the underside of the leaves. Okay, on the underside of leaves, there are tiny pores known as stomata. These pores are known as stomata. Stomata absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Now, next basic necessity of photosynthesis is water. Water and minerals are absorbed by the roots of the plants from the soil. And how they are absorbed? Water and minerals Plants have certain conducting tissue. This tissue are known as xylem. This xylem transports water and minerals absorbed by the roots to the aerial parts of the plants, and that means to the leaves. Thus, in presence of all these four conditions, photosynthesis will take place. Now see, here is the structure of stomata. As I have told, the stomata are present on the underside of leaves. See, this is the stomata. Can you see? The tiny pore present on the underside of leaves. This is stomata. And stomata are guarded by two kidney-shaped cells. These are kidney-shaped cells. Okay. Stomata are guarded by two kidney-shaped cells, and these kidney-shaped cells are known as this guard cells. Guard cells control the opening and closing of stomata. So this is the structure of a stomata. Now see, this is a plant cell. Plant cell contains chloroplast. Okay, this is chloroplast. Chloroplast contains a green pigment known as chlorophyll. Okay, this chlorophyll traps the light of sun. Stomata absorbs carbon dioxide. Roots of plants take in water and minerals from the soil. This carbon dioxide and water in presence of chlorophyll, which traps sunlight, converts carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. Okay. Right. Now, next is the equation of photosynthesis. What is the equation of photosynthesis? See, check. Carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will give carbohydrate and oxygen. And what form of carbohydrate? It will give glucose. Hello? Okay. Now for the better understanding of the process, let's see a short video.
Where does the food that you eat every day come from? We depend on plants for our food either directly or indirectly. So where do plants get their food? Well, all green plants make their own food. Green plants use water and carbon dioxide to produce their food. They collect these raw materials from the soil and air and combine them in the presence of sunlight. As it happens only in the presence of light, this process is called photosynthesis. Let us see how it works. Plants need a good supply of raw materials for photosynthesis. The roots absorb water and minerals from the soil and transport it to the leaves. Another important ingredient of photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. When human and animals breathe, they release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide is absorbed by the plants. Atmospheric carbon dioxide enters the leaves through these tiny pores. Plant leaves have surfaces that are full of small pores called stomata. Plants need energy too to prepare their food. This energy comes from the sun. Leaves have a natural green-colored pigment called chlorophyll, which absorbs energy from the sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide combine to produce carbohydrate and oxygen. The carbohydrate is transported to different parts of the plant as food. The oxygen produced is not required by the plant, so it is given out into the atmosphere. The oxygen given out is very valuable as it is used for respiration by all living beings. The carbon dioxide given out is again used by the plants to prepare their food, and the process continues. Plants need air, water and sunlight for photosynthesis. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Plants absorb the carbon dioxide from the air. Water and carbon dioxide combine to produce carbohydrate and oxygen. Carbohydrate is transported to the different parts of the plant, and oxygen is released into the atmosphere.
Hope you all have understood it well. Now we'll come back to our presentation. Now we'll have a short question answer session, right? Based on the topics covered today. Okay, now first, what are the different components of food? What are the different components of food? They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Now, carbohydrates and proteins, carbohydrates and fats are energy giving food, while proteins are body building food. Vitamins and minerals are the components of vitamins and minerals are the protective food, right? Now, second question, what is nutrition? The process of utilization of food by a living organism to obtain energy. That's why I told you, taking enough food and its utilization by living organism to obtain energy is known as nutrition. Now, why do we need nutrition? We need nutrition to grow, to repair damaged parts, and to get energy to carry life processes. Okay. Now, next question we have, what is autotroph? Okay. What is autotroph? Organisms that make their food themselves are known as autotrophs. Example, green plants. What is autotrophic mode of nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organism makes its own food is known as autotrophic nutrition. Give some examples of autotrophs. All green plants such as grass, mango, bougainvillea, etc. are some examples of autotrophs. Now, what is heterotrophic mode of nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which an organism takes food from other organisms is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. The nutrition in animals, and there are is known as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. The nutrition in animals and non-green plants is the example of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Fine. Now give some examples of heterotrophs. Animals and non-green plants are the examples of heterotrophs. Fine. Next. Now what is photosynthesis? The process of making food in green plants in presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. That's a photo means light and synthesis means to put together. To put together the raw materials in the presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. Next, what are the essential factors for the photosynthesis? They are carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll and sunlight are the essential factors for the process of photosynthesis. Next, what is chlorophyll? What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is the green pigment present in the green leaves of the plants. Chlorophyll is generally present in chloroplast, okay, which are present in plant cell. Chloroplasts are present only in plant cell. They are absent in animal cells. Why do leaves look green? Leaves look green because of the presence of chlorophyll, which is a green pigment. What is the function of chlorophyll? What is the function of chlorophyll? Chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight for the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is capable of trapping the light of sun, light energy. Now, what are the final products made after photosynthesis? What are the final products made after photosynthesis? The main products made after photosynthesis are glucose and oxygen are the final products after photosynthesis. What is the chemical formula of glucose? It is C6H12O6. What happens to glucose? Glucose is stored in the form of starch. Glucose is a simple sugar. It is formed in the form of starch in different parts of the plant. Now next product is oxygen, O2. Oxygen is released in the atmosphere. Now what are stomata? What are stomata? I have already told you. What are stomata? Stomata are tiny pores that are present on the underside of the leaves and they are guarded by guard cells. Okay. Now we'll come back to our question. This stomata absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The small pores present on the lower surface of the leaf are called stomata. Okay. Now what is the ultimate source of energy? Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Now, how is water transported to the leaves? Water is transported to the leaves through pipe-like structures from the roots of the plants. Okay. Water and minerals are absorbed by the roots of the plants. They are, but leaves are present on the aerial parts, other parts of the plants. So from roots, how does water get transported to leaves? There are certain channels, pipe-like structures present in plants. They are known as xylem. Xylem is responsible for the conduction of water from roots to the leaves. These pipe-like structures what is transported to the leaves through pipe-like structures from the roots of plant. These pipe-like structures carry water and minerals to the leaves, present from the leaves to all other parts of the plant. Fine. Now done. Just revise. We'll revise the equation of photosynthesis again. CO2 plus H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will give sugar, that is glucose. Its chemical formula is C6H12O6 and oxygen will be liberated out. Fine. Now that's all for today. Hope hope to see you soon with some other topics. Fine. I guess you understood the topic well. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe. And happy learning to all of you. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. And take care of yourself and your parents. Happy learning. See you soon again. Okay. Bye.